can't push that thing.
Hey everybody, there we are. Now it's kicking. All right, how is everybody, which is one person, doing tonight? Expecting some guests in here later. Hopefully they'll be showing up if this is not one right here. No link. They got no link. Let me send links. Bear with me just a second, guys. Sorry, they don't have links to the live stream. I'll get this done real quick and we'll be back at it. Link has been sent. Let me let them know. Technical glitches. Check now. Link just sent. Check now. And let's see if they start popping in. So, how many folks we got with us tonight? Who's with us tonight? Chris, hey, how's it going? Firster, Michael Shelby, how's it going? Justin, Gears and Guns. You ever need any car work done? Check with Justin over in Beaumont. Michael Shelby, you're doing good, good. We're just hanging around for a few more minutes, waiting for some of the guest speakers to show up. Apparently they didn't get the link I sent, so I just resent that link. First, or how's things over in Tennessee? Is it cold over there? I bet it's getting pretty dang cold over there. Hey, we got Tom with us now. Let me get Tom in here with us. There's Tom. How's it going, Tom?
All righty, how you doing? Happy New Year's to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you and everybody else that's with us here. Did you have the link already, or did you just get it when
I just got it.
Did you? Okay, I don't know what happened. I thought I sent it earlier in the week, but maybe I didn't. So what's going on up Dallas way?
Cold weather.
Yeah, I hear you. Cold for Texas.
Back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Holidays are over. It's time to get back at it, unfortunately.
2-3 day weekends in a row. I'm bored.
We just had somebody. Oh, Garnett, I don't see him. I see his bookshelf. Let me pull him in here. Let me get. Oh, okay. So Garnett has been working on a pretty awesome video here today. Garnett, I'm doing it again. I'm calling you Garnett instead of Garnett.
Yeah.
Dang it.
If you watch the YouTube short, it looks real.
Yeah, I did. I've watched. I think you have 2 shorts, don't you?
Well, I just put one up on the drive over here to the comment.
Oh, okay.
But if you watch the little bitty short, it looks real. It's only 15 seconds. You can't tell it's fake.
Yeah, I did watch that one. They're pretty awesome. Let's see. Yep. I got school in y'all's neck in the woods. Michael Shelby. Hey, I appreciate it, Michael Shelby. Michael Shelby just donated some money to the Root Beer Fund, which I can always use. Today I'm drinking a Sioux City Sarsaparilla. You can't see it because it won't focus on it. Anyway, take my word for it. It's Sioux City Sarsaparilla. So anyway, the video that Garnett, oh, God dang, man. You got to change your name.
No, it's contagious, man. I worked at a company for 14 years. And within the last year, everybody started calling me that because one person did. It just spread.
The video that Garnett has been working on today, did you try doing what we talked about with ammunition and explosions and things like that?
Nope.
just doing what you did is so technical. People that haven't tried it don't understand it, or maybe it's easier on your software. I use Power Director.
I was
and
watching YouTube videos on how to do mask, and then
it
would mess everything up, and I was like, crap.
Yeah. I worked on that video probably 8 hours or so last week or 2 weeks ago, and I just couldn't do it. My software will only let me make 5 masks in one screen. It looks like you've got probably 7 masks going.
No, I'll tell you a secret. So I didn't use. I imported that picture into Photoshop, and then I just clicked on the cockpit. It automatically highlighted the entire cockpit, and then I just saved that as without the background. It was seconds.
Oh, and that worked.
So that's a photo that I'm overlaid on top of the video.
Yeah, but so in my mind, if you did that in Photoshop, it would give you a black screen through the canopy, but apparently it didn't.
No, so what I did was when I clicked on the cockpit, it was smart enough. It recognized everything.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And then you have the selection, and then you say make a new mask, and it puts that on a blank background. The windows, all I had to do was manually take out the propeller that was in the window.
Yeah. That's awesome. Michael Shelby, hey, I appreciate that, buddy. Gears and guns being garnet is what goes in the water and makes them abrasive for cutting anything. Let me, at the last minute, I loaded up your video that you posted today, so I hope it's going to play. But let me try to play this video so everybody can see it. It's not very long. It's like, what is it, 2.5 minutes, something like that?
Yeah, but the short is so much better because the short looks real.
Yeah, the short I don't have loaded up, unfortunately. But people can find it on YouTube real easy.
Yeah, I've already got somebody commenting saying that's fake. That's an overlay.
Well, yeah, obviously
it's fake.
Yeah, because your Japanese Zero is still being repaired, right?
And then I took off on Pier 21, which is like 300 feet long.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find out how to do this. 300 feet. Oh, what is this? Okay, don't need that.
And then I decolorized the cockpit a lot because it was way too colorful.
Yeah.
So I turned down the colors on it to make it look more dull.
Okay, for some reason I may not be able to get this to play. That's really agitating. Yeah, it's not playing on my end either yet. I haven't got it to play yet, Justin.
Y'all have a good New Year's Eve. Everybody act right.
Oh, now you added act right in there, so that destroys the whole thing. That's not what we want.
Oh, hey, it popped up for a second.
Yeah, I'm almost there. It's not popping up as fast as I expected it to, but you should be seeing a black screen expanding right now.
Yep.
And let's see if it goes. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously this is fake. There's not a plane on Pier 21.
Strafing run on Galveston Island.
That part looks kind of real.
Yeah, it does.
But there's no propeller. And I made the cockpit shake all the time.
Yeah, the little shakiness you added to the cockpit is a good effect.
got a few people on here tonight.
Yeah. It was really windy too.
We did have a few people. We lost a few people.
They don't like the video. They're like, we're out of here.
Yeah, that's okay. I like it.
My view duration is 1 minute. It's a 2-minute video.
Yeah, they're probably coming in expecting to see a real Japanese Zero, and they should understand that there's going to be no real Japanese Zero dive bomb into Battleship Texas.
I'm looking forward to all the negative comments. There's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
I like them. They think they make me mad, but I like them.
Yeah, that's a dive bomb run right there.
Mine's just buffering. All I'm getting is the spinning, the still shot.
Oh, you'll have to look it up on YouTube and watch it. It's pretty awesome.
The original one that I sent earlier today, or the one I just made?
Probably about 20, 30 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, that's the good one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very long.
15 seconds.
I don't have a World War II letter to read tonight. My life has been very extremely hectic the past 2 weeks. So I was hoping Kylie. Garnet. Just so you know, you're not alone. I was calling her Kaylee for a long time before she told me her name was Kylie. So you're not alone.
Okay.
Hey, Art from Art Code Drone Solutions. I watch his live streams. He's got some really good information on drones. He buys a lot of drones from police auction where they've been confiscated. Oh, yeah. And a lot of times they'll have SD cards in them with videos that he'll post on his YouTube channel. Never in telling what you might find on those. I reckon he may have found stuff on there it's not legal to post. Art's a good guy. He used to be a professional comedian.
Yeah, I purchased 200 cell phones from the city of Houston in a public surplus auction.
Did you really?
And I'll tell you a secret. So some of those phones still had service and had service for a long time after I bought them. But they had all their data and pictures and text histories and everything. And there was a lot of affairs going on.
So you got some blackmail material.
And I was like, how can they do this? There's like, seems like a data breach because they didn't wipe them, lock them, anything. It was just, they were the old Razor kind of flip phones. And then some of them worked.
Hey, Art, I appreciate you coming by, buddy. I'll check in on you every Saturday. I'm at work when I'm watching you. That's why I don't join you anymore. I wish I could, but I'm at work, so I can watch, but just can't join you.
Do y'all have the drone shows down in Houston area?
The what?
The drone shows. Like last night here in Dallas at midnight, they had 500 drones all computerized together.
I imagine they do. I've never seen one.
We had one in Houston for July 4th one year, and it absolutely bombed.
Oh, no kidding.
Well,
that's the video that monetized me because I didn't have enough subscribers or watch hours, and I filmed that one. I filmed the drone show with the drone.
Well, look up on NBC5 DFW, and they'll show that their New Year's Eve party with the drone shows, and it's about 20 minutes long with these drones, and there was 500 of them they used.
I'd like to see one. I just never have.
One of the companies that does that is here in Dallas, so we have a whole lot of them all time. 4th of July, they'll have. I think they just do some of the shows just to practice them, to figure out their computer data.
I'm going to text Kylie, see if she's coming in here. She works nights, so she may still be asleep. You know, I sent her that letter from the what was it? I sent her a German letter from a letter that the German government had sent to a soldier's family when he died, and she was going to translate it. I'm sure she's not gotten to that yet. It's a pretty strenuous project to do that. I was trying it, and that's why I handed it over to her. I couldn't deal with it, but I was hoping she'd come on here because I was going to offer her the stack of letters I've got here from World War II to see if she wanted to try to take over the letter job of reading a job, and not, of reading a letter. And then not only that, but I purchased this book here, War Letters. I know that's blurry to y'all, but War Letters. And this is a book that has a lot of letters from a lot of soldiers, but it's not just a single letter like what I've got in this stack here. It's a series of letters that have been collected. So it's more in depth as to really seeing the soldier's life, because you're not only seeing the letter he's writing home, but you're seeing the letters that are coming back to him. So it's more getting into their life than what these letters are. These letters turned out to not be what I was hoping they would be. When I bought bundles of them like this right here, I was expecting to get letters back and forth between the soldier and his family or his wife or whoever it might have been. But all of these are just one way, from a wife to a soldier. And all of these are the same way, from a soldier to the wife. So you can't really build a story from that. So I got kind of frustrated with that and purchased this book. But I'm not a good public reader. I'm not even a good public speaker. So I was going to see if Kylie would take that over for me. So Kylie, when you're watching this online, project. She's a researcher extraordinaire. She can find anything on the internet. I don't know how she does it, but she does it.
Patience,
probably, yeah.
I opened up the stream on my phone so I can watch it how everybody else sees too.
Gears and guns. No way I could do that with the drone. Oh yeah, you flew the FPV drone, right? You didn't fly a camera drone. Well, it is a camera drone, but it's FPV drone.
Yes, but it was so windy, the drone was really shaky, and it would only go really slow against the wind, and then it go super fast with the wind, and it would shake a lot.
It was pretty cloudy here anyway. Was it cloudy down there as well?
It was sunny going across the causeway. I'm like, oh, the sun's going to come out. And then I got to the battleship, and it was like, this is terrible. Everything is gray.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference on the outcome of the video, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to get down there tomorrow night.
I've got the office tomorrow.
I've got a Artco, Keith. I have my dad's itinerary from World War II. What branch was your dad in, Art? I've got a new idea that I'm going to try, Garnet, and you might want to do the same thing. I was going to hold it close to my self, so it didn't go beyond me and you. But there's only 4 people here, so I don't think that's going to happen. But I want to go fly. I want to go fly it at night or at dusk. I've looked for videos of that online, and there are none right now.
I've seen some photographs, but I don't think there's enough light to make a good video at nighttime. Photographs are different. You can make some really great photos, probably.
Yeah, but it depends on how well they have it lighted. If they don't have it lighted at all, well, then it's a waste of time. But if they have it lighted, we might be able to get something good.
Yeah. Well, I think they're doing work at nighttime. They do the sandblasting. Well, they were doing the sandblasting at nighttime, so it would have been lit up during that process.
The only thing that scares me about flying it at night is if the towers just have red lights on top and that's it, and they're not lighted, that would be a little scary.
Yeah, those oil rigs are scary.
That one I had froze up and I lost it. Justin, you lost your drone? Is that what you're talking about already? He just got his son a drone for Christmas. Is that what you're talking about? Y'all lost that?
Where's this at?
Garnett can tell you about that. Garnett,
Lost a
and
lot was in there.
probably Art. I imagine Art has lost some drones too. I haven't had any losses yet, but I've almost had heart attacks from having losses. Oh no, he didn't lose that. Almost lost it. Okay.
I have
So,
not lost a Mavic 3.
man, that would be so heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, that would be very heartbreaking, especially if it's on a credit card and you hadn't paid for it yet.
It's paid for itself many times over now.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that is true. So I don't have a letter to read, unfortunately, but I do have. Garnet, you weren't here not last week because I didn't do anything last week, but the week before, because I've started another thing, odd military weapons or devices, things like that. So I do have one of those fixed up and ready to go. So I'm going to play that for you guys.
Cool.
Provided it works right. You never can tell. Oh, yeah.
Sticky bomb, sir? Sir, are you making that up?
The real sticky bomb was developed in part due to a scramble by the British arms industry to rearm the British Army due to the loss of significant equipment in France after the Dunkirk evacuation, where 840 anti-tank guns were left behind, leaving only 167 available in all of Britain. A sticky situation indeed. Luckily, sticky bombs are fairly easy to make. 2.5 million sticky bombs would be produced between 1940 and 1943. The grenade was a glass sphere containing 560 grams of a nitroglycerin compound. Key to the design was a mesh sock covered in a strong adhesive. This would be exposed by shedding a sphere of sheet metal, which would fall away when the user pulled a pin on the handle of the grenade. Letting go of the handle would release a lever that would activate a 5-second fuse. Then hopefully the bomb would explode, stuck to its target. Despite being too sticky to use at times, the bomb also proved not sticky enough. It could fail to adhere to tanks that were dirty, like most tanks in combat. Throwing the grenade at a tank was less reliable than placing it on top. Ideal was throwing the bomb downwards towards a tank, such as in an urban setting. It was primarily issued to the Home Guard. In part because of its glass component, it didn't travel well.
Y'all, but when I first saw Saving Private Ryan, and he was talking about using those sticky bombs, and they were putting, whatever they were putting in socks and putting axle grease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, ain't no way that's going to damage a tank. I still don't think what they were putting together would have damaged the tank, especially when they were putting them on the wheels of the track. I don't think that would have done anything. But I don't know. But apparently the sticky bomb was a real thing, and I never knew that until I started looking at this.
Well, even in the video, it looks like it did nothing to the tank.
It doesn't, does it? It really doesn't. The explosion just doesn't look bad enough or strong enough to pierce however thick the armor was on the back of a tank. I don't know. Back then, I know front armor and side armor were thicker than the rear, but it didn't look strong enough to me to make it through a half-inch of steel.
Yeah, the explosion went in on top of the tank wasn't nothing compared to the one that fell off the tank.
Yeah, that one was much stronger, and it didn't stick. In that same video, I didn't play it the whole thing, but after they were talking about that sticky bomb, they started talking about the German sticky bomb, and the German sticky bomb was actually magnetic. So that makes a lot more sense. The German soldiers just ran up, stuck it on, pulled the pin, and ran. And it was a shape charge, so it would have done more damage also. But because the Germans were using magnetic shape charges on the outside of American tanks, they were afraid the same weapon was going to start being used against them. So they started putting a very rough coating on their tanks made out of a ceramic type material so that a magnet would not stick to the tank. It would just slide off. which I thought was, the Germans were very inventive back in World War II.
Did y'all see this on that Kavanaugh Flight Museum on the closing of it?
After you told us about that in text, I looked it up online, and they've got some awesome aircraft there.
Yeah, it's a really nice place.
I don't know what they're going to do with all those aircraft. Saving Private Ryan is his most favorite movie. I love Saving Private Ryan, but there's another one called
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, oh man, Hacksaw Ridge is a good one. The one I'm thinking of is about a little kid in a Japanese prisoner of war camp. I want to say Rising Sun or something like that, but it's got a lot of P-51 action in it, and I love P-51s.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll load up part of that for next week.
The Bridge over a River Kwai.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
Yeah, it is. I haven't heard that in a long time.
But Hacksaw Ridge makes you not want to go to war.
Doesn't it though?
A lot of the new movies, like, it glorifies war. Like, yeah, I want to go fight in a war. Hacksaw Ridge is like,
yeah,
I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, like in Saving Private Ryan, when Tom Hanks is carrying that wounded soldier who the explosion goes off, and now he's got half a wounded soldier or half a dead soldier.
And what is that Mel Gibson Vietnam movie? That one's pretty brutal too.
Yes, that's very brutal. That is
that one's pretty brutal. That's like horrible.
Oh man, I just watched that like 3 weeks ago.
I will be the first person to set foot.
Oh yeah, Band of Brothers. Man, I just watched Band of Brothers about 2 months ago. As a matter of fact, that's another good one. Art. It's a long one, but you can these days you can turn it off right in the middle of the show and pull it back up when you can.
Somebody said
we were soldiers. He got it. Yeah, Art got it. That is gruesome, man. Especially when the choppers come in right there at the end.
Yeah. It gives you goosebumps. But a lot of the main characters died, which I like that because it's not predictable.
Yeah.
They're all going to live because they're main characters. No, they died too.
Lone Survivor. Yeah, Lone Survivor was a good one.
Yeah.
The wow, man. The one about the sniper who got killed at a gun range after he came home.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle. What was his name?
Chris Kyle,
yeah. What was the name of that movie? Because there's a line in that movie that he's, well, actually, he didn't say it in the movie. He said it on a talk show, but what's the name of that movie? Anybody remember?
I'm looking in the comments because who this person is knows all of them. American Sniper.
No, it wasn't American. Was that it? American Sniper? With
yeah,
Chris
American
Kyle?
Sniper.
Was that it? Okay.
Gears and Guns says American Sniper.
Okay.
Artco and Gears and Guns tied on that one.
Okay. Gears and Guns, I remember that one. Okay, what I like, now this was not in the movie. This was in a talk. He was on I'll pick that up later. He was on a talk show after the movie was made. And he was talking about the part of the movie, you remember, when the mother gave her child a mortar round to try to go blow up some Marines. And he shot the child, and then the mother ran and got the mortar round, and he ended up shooting her too.
Yeah,
that was a real life event, which I assumed it was because it was in the movie. But he was asked that on the talk show whether it was a real life event, and he said it was actually a real life event. And he was asked, which I think is a stupid question to ask a guy like that, but he was asked how he felt after taking the shot at the child. And he said, I didn't kill the child. The mother killed the child as soon as she gave it that mortar round. All I did was save some Marines' lives. And that stuck with me. That's a really good point.
It's all about perspective.
Yep. So Gears and Guns, what are you drinking, man? I'm drinking root beer.
I've got gas station wine.
Gas station wine. That's like that gas station hot dog, man.
Yeah,
I've got my tea.
Yeah, Tom's a good tea guy.
Pretty horrible.
Art, what you drinking? Art, I never have known what you drink. All the times I watched you, you never said what you're drinking. I know Uncle Bill, he drinks some kind of whiskey. I don't know what it is.
So does Artco Drones have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I want to check it out later. Never heard of that.
He like I say, he used to be a professional comedian.
That's cool.
And he has been talking about on his live streams. He's talking about moving to the Philippines. He went to vacation out in the Philippines. I don't know, 6 months or so ago. He's got either friends or family. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's friends out there. But anyway, he's talking about moving out there to the Philippines. Which how awesome would that be?
I ain't never heard of any of his last two drinks.
Y'all were talking together. I didn't understand either one of you.
Go ahead.
Those last two drinks that they just posted, I never heard of any of that.
Oh, what do we got?
Salted caramel crown and Dr. Pepper and a screwball peanut butter whiskey.
The peanut butter sounds good, but not the whiskey.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Is that something you made up, Art, or does that come in a bottle? Screwball is great. Justin, Gears and Guns, he knows about it.
I like the coffee
Apparently
tequila
something you can buy.
in Cozumel.
I don't know if they have them down in Houston area, but in Dallas they got Specs liquor stores.
Yeah, we
If you
got
go in on Friday night, they have samples. You can walk to the store and cop a really good buzz off the stuff, and it don't cost you anything. But they serve
about a half mile from me.
They serve all this on like Friday nights here. Do all the samples and stuff, and it's a lot of things like what they're talking about, stuff you never heard of before.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty good.
Maybe I'll do something on Friday.
Do you guys watch a YouTuber named or his channel is the Fat Electrician?
I do.
I started watching him just because of you. And
yeah,
his videos are hilarious.
He's hilarious, isn't he? I've got one queued up here. I'm about to play. I was hoping Kylie would be here because I know she's seen this video, but I also know she loves this video.
The toilet paper one was really good.
Yeah, I did a reaction to that one.
Yeah, that's what got me into it. I watched your video on that, and then I watched a couple more.
It hadn't got a lot of views, but it's fun just to watch his videos. Anyway, he's got an older one about the battleship Texas, and
that one.
You watched that one? You're about to watch it.
Yeah, it was.
You're about to watch it again.
All right.
Have you seen it, Tom?
Oh yeah, many times. I still go back and watch it.
Okay, well maybe these other folks on here have not seen it. And
now when I tell people about his channel, I take them to that video and let them watch that one first.
Yeah.
And that one there usually gets them hooked.
Yeah, it's an awesome video, but all his videos are really good. Art has probably not seen it. Justin has not seen it, I'm sure. Let me play this rascal.
Today we're talking about the most gangster battleship of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, the USS Texas, predating both world wars, being built in 1914, it is commonly referred to as the last dreadnought. But it's not technically a dreadnought, it belongs to the American New York class of battleships, which were commonly referred to as super dreadnoughts, which are basically just dreadnoughts that were made in 12s. And you're never going to believe this, but they were better than all the ones made with the metric system. What made them the best? Well, they had the largest guns ever put on a boat before at that point in time. Those being the Mark I, a turret with 2 barrels capable of launching 14-inch shells that weighed nearly 1,600 pounds apiece. The USS Texas had 5 of them, 2 in the front and 3 in the back. It was like a Freedom sedan. Those guns were also aimed with ballistic calculators and analog computers, making them some of the most accurate naval guns in the world at that point. It was also equipped with 16 Mark 8s shooting 5-inch shells, and 8 Mark 10s shooting 3-inch shells. Not only did it have the best offense in its day, it had the best defense as well. It was the first ship in world history to incorporate anti-aircraft guns, as well as having a 12-inch thick hull. Yeah, an entire freedom foot of Pittsburgh steel. The only thing millimeters is going to do to that is scratch the paint. So you have the best battleship ever made at that point in time. How do you make it more intimidating? That's easy. You have it be the first American ship to ever incorporate Marines in its crew. I'm gonna say that again, but slower. They let the fucking water grunts drive the biggest aquatic gun ever made. At that point in history, anyways. So World War I rolls around, and needless to say, nobody wanted to be the first to get hit with the Freedom Sedan. And for that reason, the USS Texas saw almost no combat in World War I. But its actions in World War II is what made it a naval legend. By the time World War II came around, the USS Texas was nearly 3 decades old. It was no longer the most dangerous battleship in the world, with bigger, newer, faster, fancier ships like the German Bismarck, the Japanese Yamato, and the Iowa-class battleships. But its crew did have 30 years of experience, and as the old adage goes, youth and exuberance is no match for old age and treachery, which is something that the USS Texas lived up to because it is the only U.S. battleship to engage the enemy in all 5 theaters of World War II. D-Day, June 6, 1944. The USS Texas would take its position 12,000 yards off the coastline. At which point the USS Texas was tasked with bombarding the enemy fortifications. And it did just that, firing over 255 rounds in under 34 minutes. That is 408,000 pounds of ammunition. Let's put that into perspective. Your average Volvo weighs about 4,000 pounds. Meaning that the Texas was shooting the enemy with about 3 spicy Volvos a minute for half an hour straight. I'm trying to tell you that the Grim Yeater over here bitch slapped the enemy's coastline with an entire car dealership in the amount of time it takes you to watch a TV show. The Grim Yeater would continue to airmail spicy Volvos to the enemy until June 11th, when it ran out of ammo. Would then sail to the rear detachment off the coast of France to pick up more ammunition, and then sail back to continue engaging the enemy. By the time it had returned to the beach at Normandy, the Allied troops had driven the enemy so far back that its guns could no longer reach. So it advanced from 12,000 yards to 3,000 yards, the closest they could possibly get without beaching the ship. It is at that point in time the USS Texas said, "Hold my beer," and flooded all of its blister tanks on the starboard side, tilting the entire boat, changing the angle of the guns, allowing them to reach further inland. They gangster leaned a 32,000-ton warship so they could continue to engage the enemy. This might be the most grunt-horrific moment in world history. Can you imagine playing the board game Battleship and whoever you're playing says, "I've sunk my own battleship, prepare to die," and then you get hit with a fucking car? Look, I know I talk about this a lot, but this is a great example of the type of shit that goes on when you hit the doc or the officer. It's not necessarily a war crime, but Geneva didn't necessarily know that shit was even a fucking option. The USS Texas would then go on to engage the Japanese Empire at Okinawa and Iwo Jima. After World War II, it would retire and start the Americans' proud tradition of having their best battleships become floating museums. Unlike all the other best battleships in the world who have a proud tradition of becoming tetanus-infested fish habitats, like the Japanese Yamato, delicately placed here by the USA, and the German Bismarck, delicately placed here by the USB, also known as Great Britain. If you don't know, the Bismarck and the Yamato are the 2 battleships that people like to argue are better than the Iowa-class battleships. Given the fact that all the Iowa-class battleships are floating museums that you can see anytime you'd like, and you need scuba gear to see these, it raises the question, what are they better at besides being shitty submarines? For information on the most gangster battleship of all time, you can go to battleshiptexas.org. You can donate, buy memorabilia, or even buy a piece of the ship itself to help preserve this naval legend.
There he is. He's even got a T-shirt with the Battleship Texas leaning to one side, firing its gun. It says something. I've got that T-shirt. It says something along the lines of battleship or how to lean a gangster leaning a battleship. That's what it says.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see, if you've got a couple hours to waste, you can go watch his videos and laugh the whole time.
Man, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, and also he checks everything. I imagine that about 90% of what he tells you is correct.
Yeah,
he researches everything.
Yeah, he's just got a lot of good videos, and they're all seem to all be World War II related, or if not World War II, at least military related.
Yeah.
Art says he's seen some of his videos. I imagine Guns and Gears, Justin, will be going to watch some now.
I kill time during the day by watching a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, I kill time watching just anything and everything because, I work in that store 12 hours a day. Garnett disappeared. He became a ghost.
I don't want to see him drinking on live stream, so I turned my camera off.
I can still hear you. Oh no, wait, let's listen.
No. Say hi.
Did Biden silence him finally?
Oh, there you are. Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
good. How are you?
I got prettier.
I'm fine, only I'm getting older. But so is Garnet, though. So
It beats the alternative.
yeah, not getting older.
Yeah.
Yep. This side of the dirt is always a good day. So why does she never go droning with you? My wife's not interested in it. That's why mine doesn't go.
He's not inviting me.
He's not inviting you. I don't believe that.
No, it's true.
I notice an accent. Where are you from?
Ukraine?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, no, maybe not. Do you still have family there?
No.
Well, that's good. Any friends still there?
Yes.
Have you heard from them?
Yes.
Are they okay?
Are you okay?
Good.
Okay.
Anybody in the chat have a question they want to ask the lady from Ukraine? Because all of a sudden she's more important than Garnet.
Your views are spiking.
I know Justin wants to ask the lady from Ukraine something.
Where are my glasses? I can't read the comments. There's the comments coming up here.
They're not pouring through yet, but I expect them any minute. Tom, you got a question for the lady from Ukraine? I'm glad you don't have family there anymore.
Well, that's relative. It depends on why not.
Do what? Oh, it depends on why not. My prayers go out to your family.
Appreciate it.
You're a celebrity now.
She
Where
is.
you been hiding her at?
That's a good question because he's not in his house right now.
I'm at the condo, Airbnb.
Oh, okay. For those of you that don't know, Art, I know you don't know this. Justin, you probably know this. But Garnet seems very mild-mannered, but he's a secret spy, we have come to the conclusion. He works on large containers, well, any kind of ship really, on their computer systems, navigation systems, radar systems, stuff like that. And here recently, he had to go out to Hawaii to work. You were at a naval base, right?
I cannot confirm.
See? And he tries to say, oh, I'm not a spy. I just work for myself sometimes and a company. Yeah.
Did you notice on the pictures I covered up the position?
I did notice that.
Yeah.
So he's a secret agent of some sort. We're not sure if he's a government secret agent or independent secret agent or what. And we're kind of sometimes surprised that he doesn't wear a paper bag over his head while we're doing this so he can disguise himself. I hear whispering going on again.
Yeah. I'm muted.
Oh, now I'm going to have to lip read. He's saying his ABCs. I think he just disclosed where he was last week or 2 weeks ago.
I was in Houston the whole time.
Yeah, sure. In an undisclosed location. I guess Kylie is not coming tonight. I've bothered her a lot today. Oh, what was that? Talk to us over and all this. Yes, end. So who else is with us? We show 5 people. I wonder if that counts us. Are we 3 and then we got 2 with us, Art and Justin? I don't know how that works.
Looks like Justin just left. He put end.
Oh, no, I think that was a continuation of his comment above that.
Oh, okay.
Chris Anderson is still here. That's my grandson over in Tennessee. Got a beard bigger than mine, man. He's got one of those ZZ Top beards. His name's Christopher. I call him Firster. Firster. As a matter of fact, way back, I don't know, maybe it's been 2-3 years ago now. I had a hat that I wore. This is a Jeep of Drone old man hat, but that hat was just a green regular old hat. And I had worn it so many years, it was beat up and raggedy. And I had a guy a subscriber offer me $30 for the thing. And then there's Firster. A subscriber offered me $30 for the thing. I thought, well, hey, this would be a good way to maybe get some new subscribers by having a contest and giving it away. So
somebody just mentioned ZZ Top.
Yeah, that's because that's Justin. That's because I mentioned Christopher had a beard like ZZ Top.
Yeah, so Frank is my cousin.
What?
Yeah, for real. The only one without a beard.
Now, is he the one that used to own the house down in San Leon?
No, he's the one that died. I have a drone video on that, and when he died, the views on that video absolutely spiked.
Oh, I imagine so. If it had his name on it.
That was Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty. What was
Dusty was related to my uncle. He was a second cousin or something to my uncle.
Is he the one that had the house in San Leon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a huge house. I've seen a couple. I was thinking about doing a drone video on that, but I've seen others, and they, the views are, well, I consider my 1,000 views bad, but the views on that house was even worse.
But now, based on Texas law, unless you have permission, that would be illegal.
Flying over private property?
Yeah, because I flew like ground level through the entrance, up through the pond that was all full of weeds and everything, then up over the house and looked in the windows. And if you don't have permission from the property owner, that would be considered, what do they call it? Surveillance or whatever.
Peeping Tom. You look through the windows, you're a peeping Tom.
Yeah. But the person that owns that property is the mayor of Kemah, Wiggins, or whatever his name is.
It's an awesome piece of property.
Yep.
The fountain in front of the house and the two lions or gargoyles. I don't remember what they are now. That's out front.
Well, if you go to my channel and search for ZZ Top, there's a great video of it.
I might do that.
Channel?
I used to live down there, and I passed it twice a day going to and from work. Just, like everything else, when you pass it enough, you don't even notice it anymore.
I was in the RV park across the street.
Oh, that's where you're at still?
No, I was.
Oh, you was. You can swallow before you talk if you want.
I'm over by Jackie's now. Jackie's Brick House.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you have people on both sides of you, Garnet?
No.
You keep looking from side to side like you're making sure you can say what you want to say.
I have no filter.
So it looks like are they wearing sunglasses and black suits? It looks like I think I saw it on your video where the word Texas has now been painted black.
Yeah, what's up with that? One side's black, one side's white.
Yeah, I don't know. They were
Politically correct.
Politically correct. They were both white at one point, I thought, weren't they?
Well, it looks better white, so I don't care if it's the original paint scheme. Make them both white. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh, Justin wants to know, so what about the hat? So anyway, I had it was about a month-long contest to win the hat, and I was going to give it away to people that were watching a certain video. or a live stream that I did back then. And so I gave it away in that live stream. There wasn't a lot of people there. Maybe I think it was like 45 or something like that. But it ended up that Christopher Firster, my grandson, won the hat, and nobody knew he was my grandson. But if they did, they would think it was rigged. But it was not rigged. I used a random generator. Or it picks people at random. Anyway, it's a internet website that people punch in hashtag and then whatever word it was, a hat or whatever word it was, I asked them to punch in, and then it randomly picked something. And Christopher won the hat. I doubt he still got the hat because that thing was so raggedy and ratty, and it was probably about 15 years old and had been washed no telling how many times. But anyway.
I got one that says Alcatraz on it. It looks like that now. I wear it to work for about a week. I put it in the washer and hang it up and dry, and I wear it some more.
It's hard to get rid of a hat that you like. It's easy to get rid of one you don't like.
The hat that we did the dry dock tour, I can't find that thing nowhere. I don't know what I've done with it.
The Jeep and a Drone Old Man hat?
No, the Battleship Texas hat.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
I don't know if I left it in that car when I traded the other car in on the newer one. I can't find it nowhere.
That's a bummer. Oh, Christopher said he still has the hat. Wow, I'm surprised. That's my Johnson outboard hat. Fits me good. Arco, you still there? He is. We've got 6 people. Who all's here? We got 6 people here. Put your name in the chat so we know you're here. I've been waiting for a guy.
Over there.
What's that?
You're smiling ear to ear the whole day.
Who?
You.
Me?
No, Garnet.
Oh, he's just a happy guy, man. He's just always happy.
I've had some wine.
He's like 6'12". He looks down on everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's taller than you, dude.
Oh, yeah. Art's here. Art's still here.
The first time I met you, you got out of the car. I'm like, oh wow, you're so much taller than I thought you would be.
The first time you met me?
Yes, because you can't tell in the videos. You got out of your car. I'm like, oh wow, he's tall.
Yeah. You were surprisingly tall.
But he gets out by videos.
No, And what are you actually? 6'4", 6'6"?
6'2".
6'2". Okay, I'm only 6 foot.
Oh, you said 6'1". You lied.
Well, I've gotten a little older since then.
Oh, you're just getting compressed.
I'm shrinking. Yeah.
We need Kylie on here. I'm about her height. I'm 5'6".
Yeah, we do need her on here. She's a real shy talker, but she knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I bet she's watching. I don't think she likes public speaking.
I don't think she does either. But she will. Do what?
I don't either.
I don't either. I started doing this because I actually started doing this because of Art. I went on his show. He invited me to come on his show, just sent me an email, invited me. I don't know how long ago, a year, 18 months ago, I don't know. And I was real hesitant to do it because same reason y'all are probably hesitant to come on here all the time. And I'm hesitant to do this even. But I went on there anyway. I had a lot of fun. And we didn't talk about anything in particular, just everyday stuff, just like we do here, basically. And I had a lot of fun. And I went on this show, I think, twice. And then they changed our schedule at work where I had to work those 12 days. And he does a Saturday night show, and I work Saturday night, so I can't be on there because I'm at work. But I can watch it. So anyway, Art, you're the one that got me started in the live stream stuff. It took me about a year or 18 months or whatever it was to get the nerve to do it. And I had talked to Garnet several times in text messages, whether he would come on, things like that. He was all, and I talked to Tom to see if he would come on, and Kylie. And everybody was agreeable to come on, but just like me, I'm sure everybody was nervous about it. I'm still nervous about it. when I'm
My
putting one.
picture's frozen. I'm not moving.
All I see is your mouth again. Oh, there
They're
you
my-
are. There you are. You do have eyes.
Place doesn't
Yeah.
have
Oh, wait. She's saying something. Hang on. Shh.
Do you follow the Battleship Foundation website, Facebook page?
Yes.
Somebody posted like 2 days ago that you need to quit filtering comments and turning off commenting and get some people with not tissue paper feelings or thin skin. And then the guy commented, the main moderator guy commented, comments are off, and he put his name now. But they do filter everything. If you make anything negative about the Foundation or the Battleship or anything at all, they delete it and then they turn off comments.
They do. They definitely do. Because like you and I were talking in text the other day, both of us have posted videos to that website.
Oh yeah.
That were
The last 3 videos I've shared to the page, and they do not get approved.
No, they don't get approved, and they're good videos. They're videos of the Battleship Texas. But I have always had. Where are you going, Tom? Man, ooh, thought you were being abducted by aliens or something.
But I joined the
Let the dog out.
Battleship Facebook group, and they approve my videos. They get posted on there.
Which one's that one?
Save the
My
Battleship
picture's frozen.
Facebook group.
You're frozen, Tom. Your video,
Yeah.
but you can hear us.
Yeah, I can see and hear y'all.
But we're not moving anymore.
Y'all are. I'm not.
Oh, well, you are on my end.
I see your mouth and chest again. Nice.
There he is.
Oh, better.
I lean back.
Yeah, Tom and I, before they moved the Battleship, had a really, what I would call a big run-in with the Foundation about them not letting anybody in there to see the ship be pulled out of her berth and, moved on down the channel. And we both got blacklisted then, I guess. But
Yeah, I had about a 30-minute conversation with Travis, which was a good conversation. It wasn't nothing bad between us, but he agreed that I should mind my business.
yeah, I've had good conversations with Travis, and he's never told me anything like that. But I had a run-in with Bruce. I'm not going to say the last name. He's on the Foundation anyway. Higher up on the Foundation.
I'll say it.
Okay. I didn't really even run into him on the ship. I had no idea who this guy was. I was leaving the ship. I was on the walkway headed down, getting ready to leave, and he stopped me and he says, "Hey, aren't you that YouTube guy that does videos on the Battleship?" And I said, "Yeah, I sure am. You watch my videos?" And he said, "I know everything that goes on about this ship." And then he started talking to me like I was a moron and he was a genius. And everything he was saying to me was insulting. And I said this way back then, so I'll say it again now. I have that on recording. I've got the whole conversation on recording because my camera was still running, but I wasn't filming anything anymore. So it's pointing down at the gangplank, walkway, whatever you want to call it. But I've got the whole recording. But I've never released that recording, although I have it on my computer and on a backup drive because I don't want to lose it. Because if he ever runs for office, I might decide to release it. Although he's a pretty old guy, so I doubt he's ever going to run for office. But he's a real ass. Travis has always been nice to me. There's all the volunteers have always been real nice to me. Everybody's always been real nice to me that I've met, except Bruce.
Well, next week or so, I'm going to try to call Travis back and invite him on and let him give their part. From day one, me and you've discussed it. We don't know everything about that ship. We want to know things about the ship.
Yeah.
Especially me, since I've had family on that ship.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other people that had family on that ship later, probably not as early as mine was on there, and let Travis his side.
I know absolutely. I know absolutely nothing about Navy vessels. nothing about vessels at all. And I told.
Good night, Art.
And I think I said it in a video that that I don't claim to know everything about the battleship. I don't claim to know anything about the battleship. I'm just doing videos like me and my friends going out there checking out the battleship and wondering what all this stuff is. I'm not claiming it. And when I did come up with a suggestion for something that might be, a switch that might do whatever, that I might, hey, Hershey's, that a switch that might do whatever, I would say, but I've got no idea what that switch does. I have no idea. I'm just taking a guess. And in my older videos, I used to like to videotape things on the battleship and take a guess at what it was or what it did, and then ask other people what they thought it did, because that would get a conversation going in.
Don't be goofy.
Garnet. I used to use things on the battleship, like say that I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. But I used to make up something that it might be and then ask people what they thought it was, and it would bring up conversation and chat. Art. All right, buddy. Appreciate you coming by, man. Hope to see you Saturday. I'll see you Saturday again, and hope you can make it by here next Monday, buddy. Keith, do you ever do any gun content on your channel? No, but I'm not against it.
I've got a bunch of guns.
Man, so do I. I am a gun guy, have been a gun guy all my life. I don't have as many now as I've had in the past, but I've still got a lot. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite ones is one I bought from Justin, actually, which is a Winchester 3030 that was made in '59. And I've got a German Mauser, 8mm Mauser that was made in '42. So,
I've got a 7mm Mauser.
Do you really?
Yep.
I love that Mauser. I went to gunbroker.com and got some explosive rounds for it, which were very expensive, $5 a round. But the explosive.
Apparently, my grandfather bought it back from World War I.
Oh, wow. That's an old one.
My grandfather was born in 1889.
Wow. That's back in cowboy days.
Yep. My grandmother was born in 1899.
Ooh, turn of the century, baby.
Mine was born in 1904.
My father was born in 1933.
Oh, really? My dad was born in 32.
My mother was born in 43.
Say what?
I'm noticing a pattern here. My mother was born in 1943.
43.
Yep.
So your dad was
10 years older.
Yeah.
And my grandfather was 10 years older than my grandmother. I'm noticing a pattern.
Yeah. And where do you fall in that pattern?
Single.
Guns and gears. Yeah, he's got a lot of guns. He's got an arsenal. He's right. He does have an arsenal. He builds some guns, as a matter of fact.
I have a single shot 30-30, but you can change barrels, and it goes from a 30-30 to a 20 gauge, but it's the same stock. You just switch barrels.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you know what year it was made? Do you know?
Well, I got it when I was probably 14. It's a topper. That's all I know. Take out one screw and the barrel pops off, another barrel pops on. It goes from a shotgun to a rifle.
Justin's got a couple ARs like that. Change the uppers on them and get a different caliber.
Creedmoor out to 800. We should go to the gun range. That'd be a good video. We could go to the gun range in League City.
Oh, get this. I showed you, Garnet, my blowing up pumpkins with tannerite video. That's on my YouTube channel. That was a fun video. But what I was thinking about is I had a camera. He's talking to that guy off the side again. I had a DJI action cam that I went to the gun range with my son with and did some videos. And I put the action camera out in front, but off to the side of the rifles, so we could get the full sight of the rifle plus the shooter. And when I got home, I had sound for the first round. And after that, I had no more sound because the first round blew out the speaker on the camera or the microphone on the camera. $400 camera now is a silent movie camera. I hear my dogs. Yeah, we should go to the gun range sometimes. I get my son to go. I've got a 17 caliber. I love that 17. Man, I love that thing. That's more fun than a 22.
Yeah, I've got a new AR I need to sign in. So.
Do you go to the range down there at Texas City Dike when you go?
Well, usually I go to my sister's house and we just shoot out in the pasture.
Well, I was just going to say that I hate paying $1 a round to poke a hole in a piece of paper.
But, no, there's a range by HEB off of 96 that you can shoot rifles at.
Well, yeah, I mean, the one at Texas City Dike you can too, but you're just shooting at a paper target, and that's not really any fun.
Well, there's no militants to shoot at around here.
Maybe we can find somebody blocking a road somewhere. My son has built a berm at his house out in Santa Fe, and we used to go out there and shoot a lot, but then somebody bought the piece of property next to him and pulled a mobile home in right behind his berm, so he can't use that berm anymore. And he's surrounded by mobile homes on the other side. He's got 2 houses on a piece of property. And so what he's talking about now is digging a deep pond and a walkway ramp down to the pond and use the pond like a berm, because it'll stay dry most of the time in Texas anyway, unless he fills it with water, which he won't. But yeah, I like shooting reactive things, pumpkins, tannerite. I love shooting tannerite. Any of you guys watch Kentucky Ballistics?
Nope.
No.
Never heard.
No. He does strictly gun videos, and he's got a thing for eggplant. He loves destroying eggplant. Justin, whenever y'all are ready, let's go. Yes, 17 HMR, yeah. I'm more of a rifle guy than pistol guy. I've got I've got a 9mm pistol, and then my wife's got a matching one. But other than that, I don't possess any pistols. Everything's rifles or shotguns. Justin's got 80 pounds of tannerite. Don't stick all that crap in a refrigerator, man. Have you seen those videos? People blowing themselves up with refrigerators and microwaves full of tannerite.
Yeah, there's one where the guy shoots it and the shrapnel comes flying and hits a tree. The whole entire refrigerator hits a tree right in front of him.
I've seen that one.
And like a split second.
There's another one where a guy blows up an old riding lawnmower and gets his leg cut off by flying sheet metal from it.
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm going to Google it later, though.
Well, you don't see him getting his leg cut off, but that's what the description says happened. You do see it coming at him and him falling to the ground. But he's the one holding the camera, so you don't see him. But you would think, people dealing with explosions, explosive stuff like that would be a little bit more reasonable as to how far they get and what they're hiding behind. We've still got 6 folks with us, and we have hit an hour, and Kylie never showed up, so I'm disappointed. I'm glad Tom made it. I'm glad Garnett made it. Have you looked at your video, the new video, since we've been on here, what it's doing?
Me? Let
Yeah.
me check it out.
boys. Oh. Oh, come on. Get down.
It has 500 views on the video, and the short has 2,000 views.
Wow. And that's what, less than 2 hours or about 2 hours?
86 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Come on, Mijo.
Would really be interested in how many comments you got saying that's not real. That's not real. Hey, that's fake. That's fake.
Let me take a look.
Never claimed it was real.
Yeah. No kidding. It's not even close enough to even think. How can you be confused? Like, it's not that realistic to be.
No. It's a fun video. It's not let me trick you into thinking I'm flying a Japanese Zero video.
Oh, wow.
Because I happen to know your Japanese Zero is in the shop right now.
Well, the few comments I have, they're all positive.
Ah, that's good.
That's
although
cool.
Negative comments are kind of fun to deal with sometimes too, though.
Oh, I love them. I'm like, send more of them.
Yeah. And what they don't realize is YouTube doesn't care if you get thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't care if you get negative, good comment. It doesn't care.
Yeah, same thing. The dislike button works just as good as the like button.
Yeah. YouTube doesn't care. They want eyes on ads. That's all they care about.
All it means is people interacting and watching.
That's right. On that 3030, I think 364 is good. I bought that. That's probably worth 30. Justin, do you still have what was it? It's a 22 Cricket. Do you still have that? Not that I want it, because that boy don't need to be nowhere near a gun. You don't have thumbs down button on yours. I don't know why, but this thing is not scrolling far enough for me to see the very bottom of all these comments. You still got the old Cricket, man. You need to hang on to that. When Matthew was a kid, I bought him a Daisy 22, which they stopped making after a few years of making it. It was made by Daisy BB Gun Company.
This is the longest podcast ever.
I know. And I sold that thing to a pawn shop when I was down on cash probably 30 years ago, and now I regret it. I wish I had that thing because they're worth a small fortune now. And you're right, because I'm trying to keep these down to about an hour because we all got other stuff we got to do. I'm married, so I got other stuff I got to do. Y'all probably just got stuff y'all want to do.
I got to go to work in the morning. I got to get up at 3.
What's your plans tomorrow, Garnet?
I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. I'm probably going to head down to Galveston tomorrow, depending on what the weather does. But it will be an
after the same, I think.
Huh?
I think it's going to be about the same as it was today.
Was it cold down? Was it cold down there?
No, just windy and overcast.
Yeah.
We're getting rain here tomorrow and Friday, it says.
Keep it up there. Keep it up there. Oh, no, he doesn't have the Cricket anymore. He's got that 1022. Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody in the... Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on here?
And that's all I have to say about that.
Oh, there we are again. Man, you're just chowing down. Garnet is getting after it, man.
Come eat something.
Yeah, we want to tell her bye. What's her name? I never asked her name.
Elisa.
Eat it.
Elisa? Is that right? Okay. Elisa. Okay. Well, I'm sure Garnet's going to bring you on with him next time. Just put 2 chairs side by side.
Please, I want it. I love ocean.
You want to come on next time?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send her the email link and she can click on it and come in.
Well, never mind. I don't want to ask that question. The fire-breathing dragon. Here it goes. Blow that stuff out. Fire-breathing dragon. Okay, yeah. Send her the link next time.
Okay.
Make sure he does. Every Monday, 6:30 in the afternoon.
Your views are going to skyrocket. Just shoo.
Anything helps. She'll help a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
If we can get her on here, Kylie on here, maybe a couple of, well, I'm not going to say that either.
We can go to, what's that place? The Horseshoe, and do a broadcast, live cast.
What's the Horseshoe?
On 146. Double shoe.
Oh, double shoe.
Tom's like, what are you talking about?
It's that kind of place, Tom.
They've got a really good buffet, I've heard.
Where you go in with a lot of money and come out broke.
Haven't been to those in years.
I hadn't either, but I know exactly where he's talking about.
I've heard their steak dinner is delicious. No, for real. Not even kidding. I've heard
It might be. It might be.
I heard it's really good.
I bet the view is better. Okay. All right. I'm going to sign off of this thing before we all get in trouble.
All righty. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. See y'all next week. Thanks for everybody coming by. Look for us again next week, 6:30 Monday afternoon. See ya.